I like the idea of somebody who has this who's really ardent about one theory in particular, and every time they debate anyone about it, they just end their sentences with, "Haven't you read the story?"
They're just like, obviously Gaimon's gonna be the final boss, and it's like, that literally makes no sense. Gaimon
Haven't
hasn't
you
been...
read the story? One last big fat titty sock.
Welcome, everyone, to the Shifting Gears podcast, the only podcast where we shift into other gears. I'm your slightly deliberated host, Caswell. To the left of me is Nick, otherwise known as the fifth guy.
That's right. What's up? Biggest One Piece fan ever. That's me.
And to my right is Akaru Zen.
That's me. I exist on Twitter and I guess stuff.
Guys, we did it. We're here. Wano is finally done.
It was a short arc, but you know.
It was the shortest,
short but sweet.
The shortest arc in One Piece, to be sure.
Yeah.
You know that Gaimon technically counts as an arc?
Yeah, and he's important.
It's a 2-chapter arc, and it's so irrelevant.
Gaimon is Buggy's Whitebeard, dude.
What does that even mean?
Buggy's going to find the One Piece, okay, as we know.
Right, yeah.
And there's a when Buggy lost his body, right? He was a little guy. You know who he fought? Gaimon.
Yeah, he did.
That means Gaimon is his wife.
Now I'm just imagining the scene from the anime where Yamato is watching the Odin flashback and the Luffy flashback happening at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And while it's going on, Buggy is with Odin, Gaimon is with Whitebeard, and then there's a little squirrel. it's Roger.
It's important.
Anyway, this is chapter 1057, titled "The End," which might be
One Piece is over.
Might be kind of a waste of a title, because "The End" sounds like something you would say for, I don't know, the end of the story.
No, it's the end of days, because the fandom will never be tame again.
Yeah, I know. Something pretty big happens here that a lot of people are pretty mixed on.
This chapter is hilarious. I'm glad I don't use Twitter or interact with One Piece fans except for a couple of people.
Yeah, that's right. We are the one-stop shop for great One Piece opinions. Don't use social media.
I already don't do that. Hell yeah.
Alright, but in the cover story of this chapter, we get to see the ongoing conflict of the Vinsmokes trying to endure better written characters.
Yeah.
Is that
What's the problem with the Vinsmokes, man?
Yeah, why you got beef with them?
Yeah,
you know what? I said that. They're not bad written characters. They're just bad characters. They're mean
they're just
people.
Evil, soulless monsters, yeah.
Evil, soulless Power Rangers.
I will say that, when I was reading Whole Cake, right? I did not care for them until we got to, the actual wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Vinsmoke Judge is, sitting there, looking death in the eyes, right? Mm-hmm. And his kids are just being rotten little shits to the end, right? Yeah. And he's just like, oh shit, right, if they don't have emotional complexity, they can't really understand the danger of the situation.
Yeah, no, he created a problem he didn't think would be a problem, and I like that realization for him.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid of him in retrospect.
Yeah.
But anyway, we see Caesar Clown stepping in onto the scene to assist with his gas burst attack.
Yo, Caesar Clown's kind of a real one. I cannot lie.
Yeah, the gangster Gastino, as he's
dubbed.
Dude,
when he showed up all dripped out like a gangster, I was like, holy shit.
I know I have a tendency to over-exaggerate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But genuinely, Gastino is one of the funniest jokes in all of One Piece. It is so good, especially in the anime, because they give him, the title card like they gave the other Gangbang members, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone just goes, You're just Caesar Clown, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I like that everyone sees through it, as opposed to, Soga King.
Yeah, where they were convinced they couldn't be Usopp. But very nothing really of note in that cover story. Just that Caesar was there, and now he's actually partaking. And I imagine Katakuri's gonna punch him in his fucking nose.
Yeah.
I wonder if Katakuri is immune to poison since he's a Luffy parallel.
I don't think he's been to like prison.
Yeah, Luffy's only got like poison resistance because he ate a lot of Magellan's like farts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magellan did just put him through the queef machine.
Yeah, and then
Your
he's got
mom did that to me last night, ayo.
What the
Dude.
fuck? What the fuck? I'm killing you. I'm fighting you right now. Come on. New topic. Who's gonna survive this one?
New topic, violence.
But being serious for a moment, we open up on the first page of Wano. So this ending bit is being narrated as the conclusion to a kabuki play. And man, do lyrics not work in text format in a manga? I have no idea what kind of like rhythm this is being sung to.
Yeah, this is something that Oda does like just about every arc, right? He'll like do a little sing-song thing about the arc.
He really
Like I've never been crazy about these because I just like you said, it's just hard to follow songs in written format.
I just realized you haven't consumed anything about the anime past what 4Kids did, have you?
I've seen a couple of clips of certain moments, but beyond that, not
Have
really.
you seen Bing Sake done in the anime?
No.
Oh my god, okay, fucking new topic. We're gonna take a break and you're gonna listen to Bing Sake. You need to hear how they did that, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think maybe we can do it after the episode.
Yeah. No. New
Seems like
topic.
a wise idea.
New topic just for us, not for you, audience.
Yeah.
If he has anything notable to say, I'll bust out the camera and I'll slap him with it a few times.
Yeah.
But I imagine...
speaking of the song, Chuckles, can you like improvise what you think the song sounds like?
Yeah, sing for us.
Oh, okay, all right. Hold on, let me take a swig of water.
Serenade us. And do a dance.
Yeah, do a dance with your PNG.
A sexy one.
I don't think a dance is really gonna translate really well. I mean, I can do a sexy dance, but I just don't think it's gonna do. It's not gonna do.
Sing and twerk. Now.
Sing and twerk.
Yeah, sing and twerk at the same time.
Okay, all right, hold on.
To the rhythm of the Wano Kuni
All
rap.
right, hold on, here we go. My headphones aren't gonna reach too far. Hold on. Okay, am I in a distance that sounds like I could be twerking?
Yeah.
You sound like you've moved.
I have moved.
Oh shit.
All right, here we go.
Oh, work it.
Oh, the sky was dark.
Damn.
As the eldest blew over Onigashima.
Damn.
This hurts my butt.
This is like a Disney song.
Yeah, it's like a modern Disney movie. Dude.
Okay. Chuckles is twerking.
Yeah.
That's what the narrator's doing in this scene too.
Yeah, I love that.
All right. Hopefully that audio is salvageable in the slightest. So yeah, he's literally just recounting that Kaido has rolled over Wano for a long period of time. There's really not even a reason to go over this. It's just him narrating the arc we just got through.
Yeah, but what if we forgot?
I mean, yeah.
Who was the big bad of this arc?
Big
Mom?
I think it was Buggy.
I think it was Perospero.
It was Perospero. You're right.
Yeah.
But so I think the thing everyone wants to talk about. I think there are 3 major moments in this chapter, right?
Yeah.
And one of them is the reveal that Yamato will not be joining the crew officially.
Yeah.
They will be working. They are considered an honorary Straw Hat, just like Vivi, just like I predicted. But they are not going to be in the pirate rap.
Can I make a statement about what Yamato's reason for why he doesn't want to join?
What do you think, Nick? Should we let him talk?
Yeah, probably. I guess.
Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I guess so.
So like, isn't it kind of weird that Yamato is like, oh yeah, Odin, he traveled Wano, that's why I'm gonna do that first.
Yeah, no.
But like Odin only did that because he couldn't fucking sail a boat.
I mean, it still gave him a perspective, though. Like he was
so.
able to better understand that he wanted the freedom to choose because he literally did the 100% run of Wano Kuni.
I guess you're right. I
But-
guess now Yamato's choosing.
But the thing is that you're right. It does feel like a cop out.
Is a little bit.
I thought the reason was going to be that what Odin wanted was for the borders to be opened, right?
Mhm.
And so Yamato would have assisted with that, but no, Yamato doesn't care about the borders opening in the slightest.
No, not really.
All right, here's a question I have. Like, out of universe, do you think Oda was genuinely thinking about like if Yamato was gonna join or not?
I
Like,
think
was
it
the
was
past week or so
definitely-
him like actually like thinking, is this a good idea?
I think he definitely like contemplated it for a while, and I don't know if it's just because of like fan reception being so volatile, or if it's just
I feel like it was something he considered very early on, right? But then decided more than likely that Yamato, while they are a fun character, right?
they're not carrot.
They
They are no carrot.
for
That
a
is correct.
for a lack of a better word, they are no carrot.
Yeah.
They just don't have a like they have a good dynamic, but like they're not really doing anything that needs to be on the crew. I mean, what role does Yamato bring other than just to be a parallel to Roger's ship?
Side boob.
We get
More
plenty of that.
milkers.
Oh, we do need more of those.
Yeah, we do need to also address that since Yamato will not be joining the crew, the Yamato's Big Fat Titties podcast will have to be put down.
Yeah.
It is a shame.
See, we started this podcast with this. It seemed like Yamato was going to join. Like, we would have several years of Yamato's titties to suck on.
so much
but-
milk just ready on
Just
the
wasted.
hand because like Yamato's a bro. Obviously, he'd say yes. You don't turn a bro down when they're thirsty.
Bro, can I get a cup of milk?
Bro, just one
No,
quick sec.
don't worry. I don't even need a bottle. I'll just take straight from the source, man. I really need it. now.
So, yeah, sure, bro.
See, it's tragic, but this is the last episode.
This
Yeah.
is
So from now on, we are introducing the new name. It is called the Carrot is on That Boat podcast.
yeah. Where's the Crusty podcast?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to make a title card for that, Akaro.
Yeah. Where's our title card, Akari?
Like,
You
I'll
did
make,
such
I'll
a good
make
job
you
on
one
the-
if you really
Yo,
want.
please
you
do.
need to make us a crusty. You need to make us a crusty card.
I'll make
I
you a
really
custom
like the
one.
idea that anytime I do like a One Piece video on my channel, I advertise it and the name is just different. It's like,
That's ideal.
Okay, no, but here's the question though. By the time
Yeah.
you get off your lazy ass and actually make the fucking character tier list, right?
yeah.
Well, we have changed the podcast name 3 different times.
That is very likely.
That's awesome. Anyway,
See,
what's
I'm
your-
like legitimately, I'm actually waiting for like possible Straw Hat developments involving Carrot before I make a tier list. 'cause
Yeah,
it's like,
no.
I feel like that's something that affects my ranking, you know?
I
true.
hate that Akaru actually sounds more valid as the story goes on. We were talking before you got here,
yeah.
but he pointed out that like, well, I'll save it for when we get there. But he pointed out some stuff that it's making me going, shit, this might actually be a reveal.
See, like literally not like 2 weeks ago, I was like, yeah, Akaru's coping. Like it's pretty obvious Yamato's joining, and like I don't know if I was really opposed to the idea of Carrot joining, but I was like, yeah, whatever. It's probably not going to happen. Over the past 2 weeks, I have become a firm Carrotist.
Let's
I am
go.
135% into the idea of Carrot
I'm
joining.
surprised you didn't say 240% for 24 karat gold.
Yo,
Oh.
But,
Anyway, we're 2 pages into the chapter.
Yeah, no, geez, we are.
there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's
we gotta
true.
get our Wano Kummies out before it's over. That's
It's
what
true,
it's
it's
called, the
true.
Wano Kummy arc, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, it's a mistranslation of country. He meant to say cummy.
Yeah, it was a weird Viz decision.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like road town, low town,
Yeah.
country, cummy. You know.
While we're
Yeah.
over here reminiscing about Yamato's big fat fucking titties,
Rest in peace.
Momonosuke is reminiscing about all of the great times he had with Luffy, such as when he was dangled over a building by Kaido.
That wasn't him with Luffy. That was before he met him.
We get there's a lot of flashbacks this chapter,
Yeah, we
And-
get the entire Momonosuke character arc
and that
flashbacks.
scares me. Because what's the anime gonna be like? The anime already adds flashbacks where they aren't there, right? So what the fuck is the anime gonna be like if the chapter already has flashbacks?
Well, they've already given them their food. Now they can't add more.
That's true. That's true. Uh, it was nice seeing this.
Yeah.
There's not really any like thing to say though, but there is one line that bothers me, right?
From the flashback?
Yes, I'd have to go back and double check to see if they say this in the original, right?
Mhm.
But Luffy says, "You're just a kid with a top knot who's all talks. Find a way to survive. We'll go and rescue you." Like,
Yeah.
like, can you imagine if your friend was being carried away by like a dangerous criminal who meant them harm, right?
Yeah.
And your first thing was find a way to survive. Like, no fucking shit, dude.
I'll try, man.
I will say though, I quite like in the Momo flashback like montage. It starts with like the fucking "What's your name?" and fucking Momo is scared, and
Yeah.
it basically ends with him being like, "I've had my character development. Here's the same moment,
Yeah,
but now I
no.
can say it." I'm like, I think that's cute.
While we're here, I guess that's a good question to ask. What do you guys think of Momonosuke, since this is our send-off for him?
I wish I was him.
Because of
Yo,
all the
kinda same, though.
all the boobies he got to touch?
Yeah, he was in
Bro, he
Yamato
got to
Show,
touch
bro.
like Yamato's back, like he got to touch her titties, like a lot of good stuff.
But yeah, Momo's okay. I like him.
Yeah,
I
he's a
think
cool
he's
guy.
fine.
I will say that Momonosuke was definitely a late burn character. Because like
Yeah.
early on I could not stand him.
He got the titties.
It's not even that. I just like because we didn't know anything about Wano or what he was. Like back when we thought that Kinemon was his dad, right?
Yeah.
There just wasn't anything to Momonosuke.
He
And
was
so
a pink little dragon.
yeah, that was funny. It was funny when he like tried to run away from Luffy and started making clouds.
Yeah.
But it's so weird to think that like Momonosuke's introduction, right,
Mhm.
was Caesar experimenting on children.
Yeah, and then the final chapter we'll see Momo for a while has Caesar in the cover panel.
That's
Coincidence?
true.
Oh,
it's-
they
dude,
planned it, planned.
Caesar for crew.
Gangster
Confirmed?
Gastino?
Gassino was the Straw Hat chemist.
Yo, they totally need a chemist for real.
Yeah. When they meet Walter White on the seas, they need someone to fight him.
Yo,
Yeah, you've heard of Walter White. Here's Walter White Smoke.
Ooh.
But yeah. So Momonosuke is a little bit of a pissy baby. He's mad that Luffy didn't say bye, and honestly, given the justification that Luffy gives him, right,
Yeah.
I'd be pretty mad too, actually.
No, I get why he's mad for sure. Like,
I was expecting there to be some sort of like better justified reason why they didn't say anything, right?
yeah.
No, they literally just expected him to show up and were just going to leave without having this moment if he didn't.
Yeah, they're like,
It was
whatever.
really,
He's gonna...
really shitty, actually.
Yeah, but not, he's there now, so nothing to be mad about.
Yeah, you're right, of course. It's all made up. Honestly, I think as we'll learn with later parts of the story, intentions don't mean anything.
Sure, it's true.
So, we finally get to the shore. Kinemon has remarked that he will kill Luffy if Luffy is disrespectful. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kinemon. That's just not gonna happen. You got fucking funny bonked on the head by Kaido, and then Luffy clapped those cheeks. Like,
yo, that panel kind of goes hard though. Kinemon is like, I will execute them for this rudeness.
And Yamato,
Go off, man.
and Yamato's just like, guys, it's really not that big of a deal. I do like that panel underneath Yamato where Momonoshi's like, he humiliated me, and now he'll pay the price. First I'll hit him, and then I'll bite him. Yeah,
Yeah, he's like a child thinking of like insults.
he is a child thinking of insult.
Yeah, but he's a child in a big body, so he doesn't get to touch boobies anymore.
God, he's gonna go through like triple puberty.
That's why he's gonna have a big power spurt before the end of One Piece because he's got 3 puberties fueling his growth.
I want him to show up during the big war, right?
Yeah.
And Luffy's like, "Oh, hey, Momo, glad you could make it." And Momo's just like, "Oh, don't embarrass me in front of my shogunate, Dad." But we're back to the best part of the group, which is Law, Luffy, and Kid interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Law tries to go back to pre-Punk Hazard Law, where he's, just like, if I kill you, I kill you. That's how it is. Leave me alone. And Chopper immediately just goes, "See you later, Trophy," and he's like,
fucking
"Shut up."
Luffy goes, "Yeah, totally." He's
Yeah,
like, "All right, you're not tough."
You know when Luffy starts being sarcastic to you, you aren't very believable.
Oh,
So
God.
Law tells him to shut up.
Oh, my God. And then Kid is just like, "Come on, I need to leave. I need to be the first one to leave."
Yeah. You can't get sucked into their dynamics.
So we cut to everyone because Momonosuke's showing up, right?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or do the characters look really weird in this bottom panel?
I think they look fine.
There is one drawing in particular in a couple of pages that I want to point out that looks really off. I don't think they look too bad here.
You know what it is?
Uh,
It's been so long since I've seen Luffy in non-Wano attire, right?
Yeah.
Him and his default outfit just it feels weird now. It's gonna take some time getting used to.
I'm used to it.
I really like Nami and Sanji's attire though. Nami with her suspender turtleneck combo.
Yeah.
And then Sanji with the fucking I tried anal once V-neck.
That's not how I describe it, but I respect the take.
it just
taco
has
shirt
big text
that's-
on it. It says, "I tried anal once."
The text actually says taco.
It does.
Yeah, with a K.
Oh my god, that's great.
I'm sure that means something in Japanese.
Oh, I mean taco means octopus.
Oh.
So
You
I
know
tried-
that from Hololive, don't you?
I know that from takoyaki. It's a food.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
I mean, I might have learned it from Hololive, but
Yeah, I know. This is where most of my Japanese knowledge comes from.
But jokes aside, I actually knew about takoyaki beforehand because
Yeah, I believe you.
everyone fucking eats it all the time in anime, and I'm like, shit, that looks delicious. Remember,
Yeah, got you.
Akechi ate one in Persona 5, and it was super
Yeah,
spicy.
It nearly killed him.
And we would have all been better for it. But,
Anyway, back to One
yeah,
Piece.
right, sorry, we're getting too distracted. Momonosuke shows up, and no one's bothered by a giant fire-breathing dragon just storming onto the scene.
Yeah, but he's their friend.
I mean, I know he is, but it's just...
It's like if a big dog ran at you, okay? If you don't know the dog, you'd be like, oh. But if you know him, you're like, oh,
But
that's
if you
just
know that it is
this-
in fact trademarked Clifford the Big Red Dog, you have nothing to fear, as you know he is a non-combatant.
Yeah.
I love this panel of Momonosuke and Yamato tackling Luffy to the ground with completely different emotional motivations. It's
Yeah.
super good. But, yeah, so Momonosuke's got Luffy. He is declaring, I'm going, this is the order from the shogunate. It's very serious, right?
Yeah.
And as all the walls break down, "Please don't leave. I'll miss you so much. I don't want to be an irrelevant character."
Actually, he says, I'll miss you so much.
So
Zo,
much.
like the giant elephant.
Oh my
What is he
Carrot
implying?
confirmed.
Shut up.
Foreshadowing?
Shut up!
Damn, Oda is a master of foreshadowing.
Let me have this. Let me have this one moment. I'm turning into a ticking time bomb with this shit. Carrot better be on this crew or I'm going to fucking kill my therapist.
Oh,
we're just gonna have several hundred episodes of okay, but Carrot could still join because
He better not, because then that becomes a real thing of will Carrot join the crew being the next raid will fail theory.
Listen, I'll ride this wave of copium till the end of
You're
the
gonna ride a
series.
wave all right when I push you overboard and you die of hypothermia out at sea.
You know what? That's how I'd prefer to go.
Momonosuke is trying to keep it together, but he's still a crybaby to the end.
It's true. He's still, what, like 8?
Yeah, I didn't actually give my opinion on modern Momonosuke.
Yeah.
I like Momonosuke a lot after getting to Zo and Wano. Once his purpose and role became more clear, he became a very likable character, and I liked watching his growth.
No, I agree.
See,
Before
usually,
he was very directionless,
yeah.
but
Well, the problem is also that like kid characters, right?
mhm.
They typically become very annoying because they can't be super important. And when they are super important, they tend to get written in a very unrealistic way because they have to behave a certain way.
Yeah.
But Momonosuke, like, he maintains importance in the story. He has good moments, and he has like downsides, but it never feels like he's causing problems on purpose just to create narrative conflict.
Yeah, he's just a kid. He's not like doing things as a like fuck him.
Did you guys
I think
ever?
another kind of like to talk about like child characters. I think another problem with that is that it's hard to like beat the shit out of a kid to make them like
Yeah.
not be bad, you know?
Yeah, but
So
they
kids
do
like
beat the shit out
Oh
of
yeah,
him.
no. Momonosuke gets his ass fucking
yeah.
beat
Yeah, in
horribly.
most things, I think people are kind of unwilling to be like, "All right, child, it's time for you to get your comeuppance." You know?
Yeah.
All right, child, come here. It's time for the beating.
Yeah, time for you to get blown up by a man who likes
Ugh.
hands a little too much.
That's a JoJo reference.
Oh my god, are we starting a JoJo podcast?
No, we're not. Well, we're not. Let's change
I
subjects.
know very little about JoJo.
Same.
I believe it.
Did you guys ever see the movie A Quiet Place? No, not
No.
Quiet Place. World War Z.
No.
Does that
There's
have
this-
zombies?
Yeah, there was this really annoying child character, right?
Mhm.
So the dad is like fleeing in a car with the whole family trying to escape the onslaught of zombies, right?
Yeah.
While this is going on, the kid in the back, who is completely oblivious to the situation, needs her blankie, right? And she keeps screaming, my blankie, I want my blankie. And she gets more and more angry, right?
Yeah.
And I swear, it is one of the most infuriating scenes ever because, like, no kid would behave no kid who could visibly see an army of fucking zombies that looks like a sliding earth terrain approaching you, right? Would be worried about their blinking. They'd be like, Dad, drive faster. I don't want to die.
Hey, maybe the blankie makes them feel safe.
I'll fucking make that child feel super unsafe when I throw it out the car.
You know, this is why you don't have a child.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
that's
child,
fun.
and I'm probably going to keep it that way.
Yo, same.
Oh, awesome.
I don't think anyone here... Actually, I think Akara would be a good dad.
I would trust Hikaru more to be a father than me or you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Aw. I mean, I know you're entirely right, but I'm still kind of hurt by that.
Yeah.
You agreed.
I know. I mean, yeah, he said he's entirely right.
I
But
agree, but damn, it still
It
hurts.
still hurts, though.
Damn. I see.
But anyway, I really like everyone's reaction. You know, everyone's... Kinemon's embarrassed. Everyone... Chopper's crying. Frankie is losing his fucking shit over there.
Yeah, Frankie is also emotionally torn about leaving Momo.
It's pretty good. And then we get to probably one of the better moments of this chapter, which is Luffy hands Momonosuke a flag saying, you know, you're an idiot, you're stupid, I hate you, you're ugly, I want to kick you a lot, but I do think of you as a little brother. So here's your fucking blankie.
Yeah.
This is he declares that Wano Kuni is officially his territory.
Yeah, which
And-
means Luffy has 2 territories now.
Well, he actually technically doesn't have Fishman Island. He said he would claim Fishman Island after he beat Big Mom. And
Which kind of happened, loosely.
he technically didn't beat Big Mom, though.
It's true. We have to go to
So-
Elbaf first.
So, in my eye, I mean, this is probably something you could argue. People could argue that, you know, Big Mom's been defeated, so Luffy could claim the territory.
Yeah.
In my eyes, this is the first territory that Luffy has claimed control of.
Yeah.
And
But
it's-
then he'll get Fishman, and then he has 2
and then
ancient weapon
and then he'll
islands.
blow it up. Because remember,
Yeah.
he's still destined to destroy it.
Yeah, which will be hype.
So, and that's the thing is, like, you know, Luffy, we've been talking about Luffy, you know, he's an emperor now, he doesn't act like it, right?
Yeah.
This is really his first big act as an emperor. He is claiming a very important country as his own, and that if anyone messes with it, they'll have to deal with him.
I think that's super cool. That's something that I really like about just like how long of a story One Piece is that we start out and Luffy's just like this fucking shit for brains idiot, and nobody cares. And now he can wave his flag around and people be like, okay, let's not. you
Yeah,
know?
no. He
Yeah.
literally started out as a monkey in a barrel who got eaten by a whirlpool like 3 seconds into his adventure.
Yeah.
And he is now controller. Oh, not controller. He is now the protector of one of the most important countries in the world.
Yeah. And
Because I
that's
think,
pretty sick.
and I also like the thematic relevance here, because as
Yeah.
Luffy is opposed to control and people restricting things, right? Wano is the
Yeah.
only country that is free of government control, so it's the
That is
perfect
true.
territory for Luffy to claim.
Yeah. He said, "Now I control you."
He goes back and he rebuilds all the weapon factories and he destroys Wano again.
Yeah.
But,
Kinemon's like, we must launch resistance.
we must go 30
Red
years and
scabbards assemble.
we must go 30 years into the future. But
God.
anyway, I also really like. He says, "If anyone messes with my crew, they're picking a fight with us." And Momonosuke realizes that means that he is still considered a straw hat.
It's true.
Kinemon, Yamato, and Momo are all considered part of the crew, and they can join at any time they want. Unless we're like 100,000 miles out, it might be kind of hard to swing around and come pick you up.
No, impossible.
I mean, to be fair, there's only 2 more islands after this, so
Well, yeah,
like,
basically.
there's
Depends how many of them we go to.
there's the
But,
one more island to go to. Then there's is it Roadstar or Lodestar?
Who knows?
it could be
I've,
any.
I've given up on trying to find consistency between stuff that has like an L and an R.
That's-
Because like to me, like Rogue Town sounds like the name that town should be. Because like like rogues, like pirates, but
Yeah.
apparently it is Logue Town. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I just go with whatever I think sounds cooler.
Yeah, no. That's why I prefer Nico Laban.
That's a
Yeah.
horrible name.
That's horrible. But so he makes the stipulation though that weaklings can't join. So if Momonosuke wants to be on the Straw Hats, he can't be a little pussy anymore.
It's true. It's true. He's gotta give up his blankie.
He's gotta give up his blankie. Yamato declares that he will keep an eye out on Momonosuke,
Yeah.
and they're all getting ready to set sail. And we get a fantastic little shot here of Momonosuke declaring that he will surpass even Kozuki Oden as a shogun, right?
Using his triple puberty.
Yeah. To which Yamato then goes, "Me?" And they go, "No, you know that's not who we're talking about."
Good.
But
I know some people hate that bit with Yamato.
that he still considers himself a part Kozuki Oden.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it's fine.
I like
don't think
it.
it's
I
bad.
like the dual identity situation.
Yeah.
It would actually be more annoying if he was insistent that you call him Odin.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that it's either works. But
Yeah.
nobody
No,
ever
Yo,
calls
why
him
isn't
Odin.
Yamato being like, all right, Momonosuke, you must call me Dad?
Well, he did try that the one time.
Yeah, and they
he was like, "You're my son," and Momo was like, "No."
Yamato's like, yes.
I forgot that there is a 3-chapter or 4-chapter long segment where Yamato is just chasing Shinobu and Momonosuke through the halls of Onigashima going, "Come to daddy." So everyone's getting ready to leave. They're going to take the normal port out as opposed to trying to descend a waterfall or some other means of silliness. That is
whack.
until Kid rolls up and starts stirring the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going.
Also, this is the panel I was talking about. Is it just me or does Kid look really off here?
He's supposed to look off here. He's supposed to look very cunty. I think it's the best way to put it. I was gonna say cunning, and I said that's not right. So it's
Like he's cunty flam.
Oh, that's right. He was Cuddy Flam at one point. Well, I mean, Frankie was.
Well, Frankie was.
Yeah.
And have similar goggles, so
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yo, is Kid Cuddy Flam?
Rumor
New
come out.
theory?
But he mocks them and goes, "Yeah, it's a good idea. Take the proper porn. Little babies like you gotta play it safe and secure."
I love that he's like just right for a couple of losers.
He's literally Gary Oak spinning his Squirtle in the Pokeball and going, "Smell you later, assy boy."
Yeah.
That was a really good Gary.
Thanks.
Oh, I love it.
But so Law and Luffy snap. They get very mad at this. I will say, so we all read the scans before this.
Yes.
And that's going to be an important thing to denote later on. But for this particular page, I don't really like what they went with for, safe, secure. It's a really awkward way to freeze like double dialogue between two people.
I think it's fine.
It's not like bad, but like if you're gonna have two people share the same dialogue, you should keep it to like a single line, because if they're both saying the same multiple words with the same pausing and the same reaction, right?
Yeah.
It's a little jarring. That's just my weird opinion on that.
I would agree if he didn't say the words prior.
I guess that's fair. That's a good point. And
I will say
he was nice enough to bold the text, so they knew he
true.
was insulting them.
Yeah, so that they could bold it back at him. But my favorite part of this page is at the very end of it, when he's like, "Give me the wheel, Jinbei," and he goes, "Luffy, no!" And it reminds me, have you ever seen that meme where it's like the kid running and it's like, "What do you have?" And he goes, "A knife!"
No!
Like, no!
For me, do you know what it was that I thought of? Yeah. I thought of the fucking clip where it's like, "Hey, Luffy, good to see ya, buddy. Save it!" And then Zoro's voice actor just goes, "Luffy!" Luffy!
Yeah, fucking dives at him.
Ugh. So they all choose to recklessly crash off of one of the biggest waterfalls in the world.
Yeah, as you should.
On a half dare.
Yeah, they really peer pressured the Yonko and Law into fucking doing this.
There is so after they do that, we cut back to the conclusion of the play, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that I really like about this, Wano didn't know who Big Mom was. They just knew that Big Mom was terrifying. So
Yeah.
she's called the Great Ghastly Oron. Or is it Oiron?
I believe it's Oiron.
Oh, okay. Oiron. Oiron wants some McNuggies. That was stupid. I'm sorry. That was bad. That was a bad joke.
Maybe she
What are you
would
talking
want
about?
the McNuggies,
I was thinking like oi hello. Like that, like you're saying hi to Ron.
Oh, I see.
Saying hi to Ronald McDonald?
Yeah. Can I have some McNuggies?
Yo, you know what? The bit makes much more sense now. I'm
Cool,
laughing.
but
see.
there's a problem. I had to explain it, so it's inherently a terrible bit.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I do want McNuggies.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry I made you guys hungry for
No, you know they
McNuggets.
got Pokemon cards at McDonald's right now?
Oh shit, what Pokemon cards do they have at McDonald's
I don't
right
know.
now?
Let's pull up the set list and look. In the middle of our One Piece podcast, dude.
Yeah.
New topic,
Also,
new topic. What cards do they have at McDonald's right now?
important, big One Piece moment. Play the alarm. So when they're talking, okay, at the top of the page, right? Enhance that image, Panda Man.
Enhance, zoom.
Panda Man in between two speech bubbles.
Wait, Panda Man?
Panda Man in between two speech bubbles. He's by like the weird.
Oh,
big-
I see him.
big
I
man.
see him. There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Wait,
there he is.
In between the two speech?
At the top
Top
page.
left.
Top left.
Top left.
He's right there. You see him?
He's right there.
I don't see him. I don't.
He's by the big guy.
Wait, okay, so you're talking about the one where they're falling off the waterfall, right?
No,
you're talking about the
page
crowd.
after.
You're talking about the crowd shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crowd
Okay,
shot.
Okay, there he is, Panda Man.
Oh my god,
Panda
Panda
Man.
Man.
Oh my god,
Come on.
Panda Man. First
there
sighting
is.
of Panda Man on this podcast.
No.
Biggest Shifting Gears podcast fan, Panda Man.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
But so there's nothing really to say with this. It's all pretty cut and dry. Like they're very verbosely exclaiming that we did it, we won, Wano prevailed.
Yeah.
But there's a line here that needs to be noted, which is that And just like the black coal of his family name, the final head of Korozumi Orochi was burned to a crisp. We need that because we're gonna talk about some controversy in a little bit. Are you aware of any of this, Nick?
What?
Okay,
You
cool.
aware
Cool.
of the controversy of this chapter?
No.
All right, cool.
Oh,
So
hell
sit,
yeah.
sit down. We have a story for you in a second.
Awesome.
So, zoom out, motherfucker. All right, so Orochi. I don't think he actually did this. I don't really remember. Right? Did
Yeah.
he claim that he would curse the Wano for until its last generation when he died, or did he just scream did he just scream, "I'm on fire"?
You know, I don't remember. I just
That was a
remember
long
that
time ago.
I just remember that like Hiyori pulled up on him and was like, "Stupid idiot, burn."
I do like
He
that
did.
there's this kind of like historical revisionism here, because they're
Yeah.
making Hiyori look like much more of a hero than she actually was.
Yeah.
Because like I do remember she like fucking ratioed him when they talked, right?
Yeah.
She did do a really good gaslight and then like proclaimed like you're scum, but I do not remember her actually saying the titular line. That's not the right word. The titular means has to be in the title. And the title of this is the end.
Yeah, she said, "This is the end for you, Orochi."
The One Piece equivalent of check this out.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the play, Hiyori holds up her fan and declares, in the same way that Odin was born to boil, Kurozumi was born to burn. Now, Nicholas.
That's me.
Sorry, I'm hearing noises downstairs.
That's me.
Get out of my house. The scans that Akaru, I, and you read said the Kurozumis were born to burn. That slight little addition changes this from Hiyori declaring that Orochi deserved to die, right?
Yeah.
To all of the Kurozumis deserve to die. And essentially, Hiyori was propagating genocide.
Yeah. Which isn't cool, especially because Tama is a Korozumi.
And it'd be one thing if that was just where it was, like a oopsie, we mistranslated, right? But One Piece fans do what they do best. And they decided that rather than waiting for the official and seeing what the statement was, right? To see if it was a mistranslation or not, they just immediately jumped to defending it as a good thing.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, Hiyori can be a bad person. It's cool.
The one that made me lose my mind the most, right?
Yeah.
Was someone on God said, okay, but Hiyori's only met bad Kurozumis before.
Has she never met Tama?
I don't think he was aware of that, but I also don't think Hiyori's aware that Tama is a Kurozumi.
It's true. The story's pretty subtle about Tama being it.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know it until you told me that.
Yeah, it's just the parents' graves, and I think people theorized once Tama's color scheme was revealed because
The
Orochi
purple,
and her
yeah.
had purple hair. But-
Yeah. But yeah, so the fan sub did a little bit of a fucky wucky, and that's typically why we like to stick to the official.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are going to be moments where the fan scans do a better job with dialogue, and we've got no problem comparing those and calling it out.
Yeah.
But in this instance, had we gone with the scanlation, we would have had to question.
You're like, what does she mean by this?
We had to question Oda's writing decisions
Yeah.
to end an arc.
This inherently evil clan. Like they're the fucking Uchiha from Naruto.
Because remember, the whole reason Orochi turned evil was because his clan was unfairly hunted and persecuted, right?
Yeah.
So for the story to end that way and say, oh yeah, no, that was completely justified, we do it again even.
That would have been pretty accurate to like real history though. I cannot lie.
True. It's true.
So, like, the entire reason things happened was because they unfairly persecuted people on their namesake alone.
Yeah.
If Wano didn't learn their lesson from that, right?
Yeah.
That would be a horrible way to conclude
That
this
would be
arc.
fucking funny as hell.
But isn't it crazy to think about?
What?
One single word made the difference between this guy was horrible and he will be remembered as like the antithesis to our hero, right?
Yeah.
To this entire family was a stain on the earth and deserved everything they got.
You tell me you don't want the Korazumi run back tour.
So yeah, there's things about like how character. I saw comments that were like, Oda doesn't use characters as mouthpieces. This shouldn't be taken as like a thematic thing, right? That's just blatantly untrue. There are so many examples in One Piece of characters being used as the mouthpiece of whatever like the theme or the narrative is.
Yeah.
And this is literally closing out a play. You recite like when a story concludes, right? You end it with the thematic conclusion.
Yeah, that would be cool, but what if we just ended the podcast and it had controversial takes at the end every week?
Well, I mean, we didn't have a controversial take at the end of it, but I did come back and say genocide good.
Well, let's put that at the end of the. Actually, let's make that the opening bit of the video.
just no context.
Totally out of context
just
clips.
no
Make us
context.
seem like
Genocide
the worst
is-
humans.
Genocide's kind of crazy though.
Genocide?
I go
Think about
hard.
it.
But speaking of going hard, this ending goes hard. We get to see everyone together, and Raizo is not pretty. Uh-oh.
He is not.
Uh-oh. Bet loser. Bet loser. Uh-oh.
Lost the bet.
You know, I wouldn't be talking smack if I were you, Nick.
Yeah,
We have no... Your bet's still up in the air.
that's right. It makes me very anxious.
I die if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's a very, very big bets, but
I get called a furry if I'm wrong. Like, what's worse?
You're already a furry.
No, stop it.
But so Momonosuke, we get a posing shot of the mighty samurai, all with their damages and scars and changes over this long journey. And I do appreciate while Otoko and Hiyori are being left out, right?
Yeah.
They are still shown, but the main thing is Tama is included in the group shot there.
Yeah.
Since we literally just talked about the Korazumis and their relationship to Wano, right?
Yeah.
It's good that the remaining Korazumi is accepted and treated with love because she is a good girl and she, wants to strive to be great.
Yeah. No, it's good that maybe this time they will not get murdered by the Korazumi.
Also, I just realized something in that same vein.
Yeah.
I mentioned that Raizo's not hot, right?
But you think he is?
I mean, yeah, obviously. I told you he was a peak male.
True.
He has a spider head.
He does have a spider head.
But Shinobu is still hot.
Yes, she lost all her fat, but Raizo just lives like this.
This poor man.
But Momonosuke declares that they're going to hang up the flag somewhere everyone can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And we close out Wano on a curtain close. And thus ends the longest
Piece.
arc to date in One Piece.
It's true.
You said One Piece, didn't you? You thought One Piece ended as a whole.
This is the end of One Piece. It says to be continued, but that's a scam.
This will be the sequel manga about, I almost said Naruto, Luffy's son.
Yeah.
His
Goofy.
name will be Boofy.
Boofy. Borufi.
God.
But the one thing I'm curious about, Akaru,
Yeah.
so the thing that you said earlier, because I had hinted at it, right?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
We glossed right over because I thought it happened later, right?
Yeah.
But in the scene where Momonosuke is dashing in, right? You can very clearly see the provisions that are being loaded onto the ship, right? Your theory, if I'm to understand, is that
Yes.
Carrot is in one of those barrels.
Or one that's already on the boat.
Or one that's... The point is, she is in the storage that they're putting on there.
It's quite possible. In fact, it would also parallel Nekomamushi and Inuarashi sneaking onto the boat.
That is true.
So...
Actually, you know what?
What?
There's merit for that, because, we set up Yamato as this very obvious Odin parallel, right?
Yeah, but now Carrot's the Odin parallel.
Well, no, I was gonna say, because it's like, Luffy's a mirror of Roger, so obviously, he's gonna get a crewmate that's like a reference to Roger, showing how he hits the parallel, right?
Yeah.
But who did? Didn't
I think they snuck onto
Whitebeard?
Whitebeard's.
Yeah, they stuck on the Whitebeard ship.
Yeah.
Hold on, that whole theory dies kind of quickly. But point is, I think it'd be a funny reference if in the same way that they stowed onto Whitebeard's ship, Carrot stowed onto theirs.
It would be true. It would be good.
I don't, I'm starting to believe Carrot's on here, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no sign of Wanda or Carrot or any of the Minks seeing off the Straw Hats.
Yes, none of them in this chapter. Kind of sussy.
But I will say, I think the road I'm going to take is Carrot's going to be on the ship, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's going to join the crew.
Why not?
It could be a situation where whatever we do at the... Because think about it. We just talked about a parallel to Whitebeard, right?
Yeah.
And what island are we going to next?
Oh, Whitebeard's Island. So what you think is that Carrot's going to join Gaimon's crew?
Yes. Yeah, that's what it is. I think that Carrot is probably going to run away from her responsibilities like you laid out, right?
Yeah.
And find purpose on Whitebeard's Island. Be it a purpose to join the Straw Hats or to do something on her own. As it stands right now, I just don't think she has a reason to be a Straw Hat.
She wants to be SC.
That's not good enough, though.
I mean, it was good enough for Yamato.
And Yamato's not on the crew.
Yeah, because he's trying to live like Odin. Duh.
Yeah, no.
Haven't you read the story?
Carrot has the same reason, but she's not trying to be Odin. So.
I like the idea of somebody who has this who's really ardent about one theory in particular, and every time they debate anyone about it, they just end their sentences with, "Haven't you read the story?"
They're just like, obviously Gaimon's gonna be the final boss, and it's like that literally makes no sense. Gaimon
haven't you read the story?
They don't ever elaborate what they're like, because when you say that, you're saying to that there's something in the story that corroborates with your opinion.
Yeah, but you don't source it. You just say read it and find it, idiot. What are you?
Haven't you read the story? Yeah. What are you talking about? Oh, well then if you've read the story, you'd know what I'm talking about, idiot.
If you could read, you'd understand.
But that was chapter 157. Weird kind of abrupt throwback to talk about Carrot theories, but
157?
That's the chapter we're on. 1057. 1057.
Yeah, 157 was a little bit ago.
Let's see, what happened in 157?
157 would probably be around the beginning of Jaya. Wait, no, because chapter 100 was when they went
Road
to...
Town.
Yeah, so 57 would be like Little Garden.
Let me find out.
Or maybe Drum Island.
Let's check this bitch out. What was we doing?
It is called Ace Arrives.
Oh, they're on Alabasta.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, it might be Drum Island, because Ace does show up on Drum Island. Read the chapter. Where are they?
They're on Alabasta.
They're on okay, so that is Ace's arrival there.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, just a weird little side tangent, because we always have to talk about the 4Kids dub.
Of course.
Did you know that they did not call Ace in the 4Kids dub?
What do they call him?
Trace.
Trace?
Trace.
What's their problem with Ace?
I don't know.
It's just Trace. I don't know.
They said, well, Ace is in a playing card deck, and that associates with gambling. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd hate to promote bad themes like piracy in our kids' show.
Yeah, well, gambling just goes over the line.
They
right?
have weird things like that. Like this is more Konami than it is 4Kids, but it's like a similar branch. You know the Yu-Gi-Oh card, Nick, Utopia?
Yeah,
So it's called Emperor of Hope in Japanese, right?
yeah,
Or it shortened to just Hope, right? Because Zexal is all about like believing in yourself and like having faith that things will work out. Like that, it ties into its thematic relevance, right?
yeah.
The guy that did the English dub said, "Hope is a girl's name. I'm not gonna call him that. He's Utopia now." That is on God. I'm not paraphrasing. I'm not doing a joke. His justification for changing the entire theme of Zexal was Hope is a
That's
girl's
a
name.
girl's name.
Yeah.
That's kind of based.
You should have seen him
Yeah.
shit himself when Hope evolved into Hope Ray, which is two girls' names.
They kept Frey though.
Yeah.
Said Ray Romano exists. I'm willing to believe it.
So, anyway, what did you guys think of 10... Yeah, 1057. I had to catch myself there.
I'd say the Based Carrotists are winning, bro.
Yeah, I think
That's all that
Carrotists
matters to me.
are thriving, and that's what I like to
I
see.
mean, even I've been kind of converted, so I can't deny that.
Remember when you guys started that episode laughing like Carrots deconfirmed, and I came
That
at
is
you like
true.
a fucking tornado?
Listen, me 2 weeks ago was really not that
Yeah,
smart.
no, no.
okay?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you had a 2-week time skip.
Me right here is not smart either. So, like,
Yeah.
but other than carrot theories, what did you guys think of the final arc of Wano or chapter?
Final arc of the chapter.
Shut the fuck up! I
thought
hate
it was
you. I hate you
alright.
so much. I fucking hate you.
Pretty
so
good. It's a good conclusion. See, something that I thought was kind of interesting is this, like, obviously the only, like, the past 3 chapters for me have been, like, new chapters that I've had to wait for, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the difference between waiting for chapters and just having it immediately is already pretty apparent. Because, like, assuming I lived in an alternate reality where I waited another month to read One Piece, I wouldn't have had the same experience of, like, you know, getting to 1056 and Yamato's like, I'm getting on that boat. And then, like, you know, I would have immediately gone and been like, all right, whatever, Yamato's not joining. But just having those, like, those extra 2 weeks to sit on it, I think really makes the experience.
To see
like,
everyone like freaking out and like making their fan art and doing all these things to like prepare for it.
yeah.
Yeah. This is why people campaign for people to read One Piece. They're like, once it's over, you won't have the same adventure that we
Yeah,
had.
no, like, I think especially now that we're in the last arc, I'm definitely an advocate for, like, you should probably read this now, because this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
I want to make a special shout out to the people who voted on the One Piece Top World 100 like global voting thing.
Yeah.
On their recency bias high, putting Yamato all the way in like the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Who, you know, by the next time they do this will probably be like in the 50s, if not lower, because while Yamato is really cool and I like them a lot, they got there purely on the grounds that they were the most recently introduced character and had a very like good introduction.
You're
That might be
talking
kind of
very
like a
good.
fun thing we could do on an off week is, like, examine that, like, poll at popularity poll.
Yeah, no, that'd be a fun topic.
Kind of be like, okay, why is this character so high up?
I know a few of them are there because YouTubers like ask their audiences to vote.
Yeah.
There's a big channel named Gradline Reviews, and he got Luffy's fucking, you know, that old man from the first chapter that you know, the with the hat that's always like chastising Luffy and Shanks.
Yeah.
His name is Whoop Slap. Did you know that? Did you know his name was Whoop Slap?
No.
Well, he's the 27th most liked character in One Piece,
Fuck
apparently.
yeah, let's go whoop slap.
Let's go with slap.
Yo, whoop slappers, where we at?
yo, slap that like button.
Whoop slap is.
You should whoop slap that like button.
All right, guys, don't forget to whoop slap the like button, the subscribe button, whoop slap the bell for notifications that sound like a wet fart, because
No, I hate it.
it is a whoop slap. And just type whoop slap in the comments. You know, don't
Yo, give us a nice whoop slap.
If you have gotten this far and you haven't commented yet, good on you. But also, just go type whoop slap in the comments.
Yeah, don't
and
say
see-
anything constructive. Just say whoop slap.
Yeah.
Show your support.
Yeah, don't give us a topic to talk about next week as we fluff things with conversation.
Why would anyone listen to a podcast for derails and conversations? They just want to hear us like poorly recite what happened in the chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
But yeah,
I just realized something, Akaro.
well,
Remember how I said I wanted to do something a bit different for like the setup here, like with how we convey the pages?
yeah,
Because I kept the same structure where we're all in the center, right?
yeah.
There's no fucking place for me to do that now.
You can cover yourself.
I don't want to do that.
No, you shouldn't.
Why would you recommend it then?
I don't know. I just wanted to see what you'd do.
You got me. I'll cover myself this instant.
Yeah, cover yourself up.
Yeah.
You look disgusting. But I think that's enough preamble. Let's move on to our topic. We're still not very good at getting topics together and like planning them in advance, so we're just gonna keep doing fluff for now until we till we get some good ones.
And if you want to give us better topics to talk about, Carrotists in the chat, leave it down below.
Leave a whoop slap and a topic for us to talk about.
Honestly,
But only if it's carrot related. all others will be ignored.
Yeah, if you think of something really bizarre and potentially carrot related, I will talk about it for 20 minutes
will
if I
also.
need to.
carrots
Hell
are
yeah.
good for your eyes, and topics are good for our mouths. So, and this topic is going to be we talked about our favorite Straw Hats, but who's your favorite non-Straw Hat characters?
I don't know.
That's a
okay.
good
Well,
question.
topic over. Never mind.
No, I lie. I have my answers ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I got my answers pulled up too.
shit, you guys. I have my answers too. All right. Let's.
Yeah, well, yeah.
let's-
Tell me your favorirs.
No, I insist. I
You go
insist-
first.
No,
You're
no,
the
I
host.
no, I
It's
insist.
only
Yeah.
polite.
Yeah, since you're prepared. Well,
Hold on. I need to call my doctor.
yo, you know what? How about I pick your favorite character?
All right. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I just need like a quick reference sheet and I'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
There
yeah.
are a lot of characters, you must admit.
Yeah, there's a couple.
All right.
Yeah,
so
there's at least 11.
the only condition
Yeah.
with this is that you cannot pick a straw hat.
Okay.
Uh,
Because if Zio is not on your list, I'm gonna be pissed.
who?
Who the fuck is that?
You don't remember Zio?
No, who is that?
He was an officer of the New Fishman Pirates.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, is he the fucking guy that turns invisible?
Yeah.
I hate that I got that right. All right. Fuck. I have to actually think about. Seriously though, one of you go. I have to really think about this. I've been too busy thinking about the chapter.
You don't like Ikaros much?
Stop talking about fucking fodder characters.
Yeah, you're right. But who wants to go first? Me or you, Nick?
Nick
You
was-
go first.
Oh my fucking god! It doesn't matter. Just both of you make out.
Okay.
But my favorite character is the most important character in all of One Piece.
Yeah.
Kobe. He was in chapter 1. That makes him inherently important, I think. Because he's been at the beginning of the journey and he's been progressing throughout all of it. I think he's a cool dude because he's like his goal directly opposes and yet also parallels Luffy's because he's like, oh, I want to be like a top dog in the Marines. But I think around the time of Marineford, he starts to realize that the Marines are sometimes kind of fucked. But he still wants to become like a high-ranking Marine, and I think it changed from like, oh, I want to be a high-ranking Marine to capture pirates doing crimes to I want to become a high-ranking Marine and capture pirates doing crimes and also make the Marine system more just, which is why we now have him in like sword and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if by the end he's like the guy at the head of the Navy.
Yeah,
or
no.
the Marines.
I like Kobe a lot.
Yeah, no, he's really good. And also, like, the fucking balls on Kobe, okay? People always are like, Kobe's a crybaby and a coward. But, like, keep in mind, fucking... He watched a dude get lava-fisted through his fucking body and was like, hey, yo, I gotta say my piece, though. And fucking jumped in front of
Oh
the
my
dude.
God.
That
no,
that
that
requires
was-
a lot of testicles.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's even better because Kobe's one of the only people in that scene who's seen what Akainu can really do. He literally watched Akainu burn a man to death for saying, I
Yeah.
don't want to die on the battlefield. I have a family to go home to. And he was like, no, you fucking don't.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, but Kobe's he's cool. Fucking he cares a lot about people. Fucking it's fucked up in Marineford when he like awakens observation hockey and just fucking hears everyone
Oh
dying.
my
And
god,
he's like,
that's...
that's fucked.
Do you want to change the approach to this as opposed to saying all of ours, right? You want to
Yeah.
just go one at a time since we might not have overlaps on our characters?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. I'll go next then, because I found one that I like a lot.
Okay, okay. Tell me about your less Kobe tier character.
Not my favorite character that's not a Straw Hat, right?
Yeah.
But a character I like a lot is Enel or Inaru.
Oh yeah.
So for context, I mentioned before that I followed One Piece very closely, but not like actually reading it, right? I knew
Yeah.
about a lot of the major arcs and a lot of the major characters, everything that happened. I was pretty caught up, and my read through One Piece was a lot of, experiencing things that I knew about but didn't have like the full context for, right?
Yeah.
Because of when I got into it, the Odin flashback hadn't happened yet, and so Skypia's importance to the story wasn't laid out yet, right?
Yeah.
So Skypia was one of those arcs that people still considered unimportant and so didn't really talk about.
Mm.
Skypia was an arc I actually got to go into almost entirely blind. So it was the only time that I had no idea what to expect barring Wano, right?
Yeah.
And in the same way that it was, just a very wholesome representation of adventure, right? I enjoyed it so much from getting there in Jaya and like encountering Bellamy and like all of that, right? Finding the south pointing bird or the what's it called, like the Joko bird or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
to exploring all of it. And the part I enjoyed absolutely the most was the main antagonist. I call him Enel because Inaru sounds weird,
Yeah.
but
I agree.
I like in shonen stories, you typically get like a pretty natural progression of power unless the author is trying to like, throw you for a loop. I think of an example like Toguro, right? Who is so like far and above what any Yu Yu Hakusho character was before him. But Enel is like literally, in the words of Oda, he's a high level in-game pirate that they're encountering like as their fourth major encounter on the Grand Line.
Yeah.
And it really feels that way. He decimates everyone there. Like, you get to see what someone who, at the time, we didn't know that it was hockey. It got, like, retroactively turned into hockey.
Yeah.
But we got to see what someone with hockey, even not armament, just observation, is like against someone who doesn't have it. And it's just not even he turns it into a game. He is a genuinely horrifying antagonist because he can just eviscerate everyone.
He has the battle royale happen, and they aren't ready.
Literally, Enel versus the Chandelorians and the Straw Hats is like a game of Dragon Ball Breakers, where it's not a matter of winning, it's a matter of surviving, just not dying instantaneously.
Yeah, no, it's kind of sick.
And at that time, like, Logia was still like this super oppressive fruit that if you went to a Logia, you had to get the fuck out of there or find some means of dealing with him.
Yeah.
And,
Also,
oh yeah,
he's now on the moon.
he is now on the moon. That is
Yo, he's
great.
on that moon.
I want more. I want to know what's going on with Enel on the moon.
Do you think he's an end game opponent because Luffy's the sun god and thou Enel the god is on the moon, so he's the moon god,
Oh my
so that they're
God.
gonna have the clash at the end. But maybe it's not just the thunder fruit or fucking lightning. Maybe it's evolved too. Maybe he's now fucking got his electro mink moon powers and he's gonna fucking fight with them, you know?
I don't think that, but I do like that. Do you guys remember? So, Dick, you don't follow the community, and you were not reading One Piece at the time.
Right.
When the vassals are defeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are in a storage closet, and a shadowy figure is standing over them and taking care of them, right?
Yeah.
We later find out that this is Hiyori. But because the hair dangles on her hang low, right?
Yeah.
they looked like long earlobes, and
People
people
think it was
thought
Enel?
that Enel was on Wano and had a vested interest
Awesome.
in the samurai.
Imagine. He was like, my moon robots just aren't cutting it. What's this place?
It was, as someone who loves Enel, it was a great time because I didn't believe it in the slightest, but goddamn did I want it to be true. I wanted Enel on Wano.
I mean, people like were advocating that he'd pull up just because there's a lot of moon theming in Wano. Like we
Yeah.
got fucking, what is it? The one family
The
is fucking
Kozukis.
yeah, the Kozukis.
It's literally, they have a
Yeah.
moon in the crescent moon in their family name.
Yeah, and so people were like, "Oh, like an L, moon, minx, moon, moon." And so
Moon? I'm mooning?
yeah, so people really
But anyway, back to
back
Enel.
back to Moon God and
Back to Moon. Yeah, I love that he stays horrifying and he stays this like genuinely. Nami thought she was going to die. Like there were genuine like fears of death in her eyes, like being around Enel, right?
yeah,
But it all changes when Luffy shows up, right?
yeah.
And in my favorite way that Oda likes to tell a story, right? He takes this oppressive, omnipotent, horrifying being and just boils him down to almost a gag character when he tries to shock a Luffy and it doesn't work. Because this motherfucker's so stupid, he don't know what rubber is.
Ooh.
But Luffy doesn't just auto-win the fight. Like, he comes up with a clever means to trap Luffy by burning gold around his hand, which, that just sounds horrendously painful.
It does.
And trapping him in a giant gold bearing, which leads to one of the best moments in the entire arc, which is Luffy ringing the bell with his giant golden fist.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. I love Skype. It's one of my favorite arcs.
Yeah,
Might be my favorite arc, honestly.
And you know what? At the end of Skypiea, there was a big shadow of Luffy in the sky, right?
And that ended up being a call. That ended up being. I mean, they literally call attention to it too. Like, what's his name? Ganafor.
Yeah.
He looks at Luffy's silhouette and goes, "What?" No, it wasn't. It wasn't Ganafor. It was one of
There's
the.
one of the monkey guys on
Oh,
the Jaya.
Viper. It was Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viper looks at him and goes, "Oh, is that Gear 5th?"
Is that your fifth? Yeah, and then in Wano they said, "Oh, Skypiea."
So yeah, I put it in hell for mine. What about you, Nick?
Right. So, coincidentally, these aren't like my favorite characters, or just characters I happen to like a lot. They coincidentally, all their names start with the letter C. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So my first pick for a character I really like is Cat Viper.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
What?
say carrot for a second, but I agree though.
Wait, really?
Carrot was a runner-up. Wait, what?
I'm baffled by this.
Why?
Really?
What's your problem with Cat
Yeah,
Viper? I'll
yeah,
kill
why
you.
do you not like
No,
Nick
no, I don't have a
Emoji?
problem with Cat.
I'm gonna beat
Viper.
the shit out of you.
Oh my god, no! About to give you 3 cc's of ass whooping. But I just didn't. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll reserve judgment. Tell me
Right,
why you
so-
like Cat Viper.
Okay, so I like cats a lot. I'm a big cat fan. I have several. I have several cats. They're my wonderful babies. I love them very much. So, we got to Zoe, and like one of their kings is this big fat fucking cat, right? And I kind of just fell in love with his personality because he's like a real cat. Like anybody who owns cats will tell you, like most of the time cats are just like pissed off and kind of grumpy and like just don't really want a whole lot to do with you. And then they'll just play, you know? Like I think that's such a cute kind of character trait, is how he's so serious and he's so like, yeah, I'm the king of the day. He's the king of the night, right? Yeah, Dogstorm is the king of the day.
Yeah, he's the king of the night.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the king of the night. I'm Cat Viper. You don't want to fuck with me. And then a ball rolls in, and he's like, ooh. I just think that's so cute and charming. And I really like the relationship he has with Dogstorm. How at the start they're like at each other's throats, so like, don't bring that Dogstorm guy near me. And then within like a day of them hanging out, they're best friends again. I thought that was really fun. And like Cat Viper's like a scary motherfucker in combat. I think that's really cool. I mean, he's just like this big fat bitch, and like but like you don't want to mess with him. And I also like their backstory a lot about how they were on the crew together, and like you find out the reason why was because they were like at each other's throats because they're like, this all went to shit because of you. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I like cats.
Yeah. I have a Cat Viper fact.
Oh yeah,
He is a cat.
So do you know why Cat Viper exists in the story?
why?
The voice actor for Brooke made a song about going off to meet the Night Cat, and Oda liked it so much he was like, "I'm gonna put a Night Cat in my story."
Yo, hell yeah.
I actually didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think they even sing the song in the manga and the anime.
That's
like Brooke
awesome.
sings it, but
I
it existed before.
I just can't get over the fact that I literally was just like, all right, I'll hear you out, Nick. You know, what's your reason for liking Cat Viper? I like cats.
I do. I like cats.
No, I mean, I will admit, I do.
Also, Cat Viper when he was little was like the cutest thing ever.
That's true. He
Yes.
was very cute. I did like them in the flashback. I don't like them now. No, I'm fucking with you.
What's your problem with cats, bro? With Cat Viper, what's the point?
I'm more of a dog person.
Yeah, I understand.
But no,
I like Dogstorm too, but he's no cat.
just a quick question, Nick.
Yeah.
Are all of your characters you're gonna pick gonna be animals?
No, I'm not a furry.
All right, well, I'm just saying you're 3 for 3 right now.
It's true.
But anyway, all right, now back to Akara. Pick your next character you want to talk about that you like.
I really like Koala. I think she's really cute. I get she hasn't really done too many crazy things in like the main story,
She did,
but I think
she did hide a lot in Dressrosa.
yeah, but I think her backstory is really sad and endearing. But
Yeah.
I really like her relationship with the fish pirates, like the fucking sun pirates, and they're like, I don't know, it's just a fucking really good backstory with her and Fisher Tiger, where he's like, yeah, like I can't totally forgive people, but I'm going to end the cycle of hate.
Because
And you
Koala
s-
doesn't
and-
deserve it.
Yeah, and Koala is like literally the living embodiment of his dream.
Yeah.
Like she fucking practices the fishman like karate. She's there to be a revolutionary and change the world
She's
that
best
has been
friends
cruel
with
to
Hack,
like
#1 character.
yeah, best friends with Hack and Sabo. Just I don't know. I think she's really good and she's really adorable and I like her a lot.
That's fair.
So yeah.
I will also follow up with my favorite girl,
Oh.
Perona.
Yo,
Oh.
nice
like-
Corona enjoyers.
I like Perona a lot.
Yeah.
It is, I'll admit, it's mostly because she's a very cute girl.
That's
But
fair. That's fair.
I like her.
Understandable.
I like her spoiled princess personality. I like that
You
it's,
like that
it's I like it's juxtaposed with her being just a genuinely horrifying person.
That she just hangs out with Mihawk.
But she's not like she's spoiled and she's malicious, right? But she can get along with people, and that's really like a big difference to say like Boa Hancock, who I absolutely cannot stand, despite having
she
a lot
kicked
of.
that.
Yo, will that be our next topic? 3 characters you just fucking hate?
Oh my! I'm scared to do that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But,
go out for blood.
But you know, Perona. I like Perona's personality. I love her fight with Usopp, where she finds out that her opponent is suffering from severe depression and tries to cure his depression so that she can then give it to him again. Which is just a very funny dynamic. Her powers are
very
very cool, and I like that she is theoretically one of the strongest characters in One Piece because as long as you can break their will, Perona can beat you in a
As
fight.
long as you aren't depressed.
And we've proven that because it works on Luffy, right? Like having a strong will doesn't protect you from. I think hockey protects you from it though. I think you can literally like arm it or conqueror's hockey that shit away.
I'm just telling you, she can't beat anyone from that one village in Wano.
That's true.
They are always laughing.
Oh my god, that's right. She can't tell if it's working on them or not.
Yo, Corona versus Tama.
Oh,
Fucking death match, bro.
You mean Otoko?
Toko,
Yeah, Otako, yeah.
Yeah. Run it back.
Fisheye challenge because they both have those weird eyes.
Yeah, it's just been foreshadowing. That's why they both have the same eyes.
But I also like her aesthetic. It's very nice. She was one of the better.
GF.
Yeah. I'll admit,
No, I need me a goth GF shoddy who's just like an awful person but has a good design.
I need a
Same.
goth shoddy GF that's gonna just ruin my life by making me not even want to get out of bed in the morning.
God, I need it.
Jokes on you, bitch. I already don't want to get out of bed in the morning.
GF who injects me with 50 cc's of depression every day.
Wants to stuff me in a giant bear costume. She, have you? So there's a filler episode that details some of the stuff going on at the manga, involving Zoro and his time on Mihawk's Island, right?
Yeah.
And he hangs out with Perona, who he keeps trying to run away from, but because it's Zoro, he just keeps getting lost in the castle, right?
Yeah, of course.
Perona literally goes, "You want to leave the castle? The door's that way," and she points to it, right? And he's like, "All right, I understand." And he heads that way, and somehow he ends up like on the 3rd floor of the room.
Nice.
There's a bit where he's like, "Stop hiding my swords," and she's like, "I got bored with that game. I stopped hiding your swords like an hour ago. They're just in your room."
Awesome.
Afterwards, she stays on Mihawk's Island, and she has just the best tsundere relationship because Mihawk will not like give her anything. Like, she'll get super mad at him because she'll be like, let's go do something, I'm bored, and he's like, "No, I'm doing something right now, I'm reading." And she's like, "You're the worst, I'm leaving." And then it's like, "Oh, hey, before you go, I made you lunch." And she goes like, "Well, fine, I guess I'll stay then, since you made me lunch, I guess."
Yeah, no, she's great.
Perona's very good. Not a very like in-depth character, right?
Mhm.
But just a fun character that I'm always happy to see more of.
Yeah, no, I agree. She's very good.
All right, you gonna continue our cycle, or are you gonna break the trend of girl?
I'm gonna
time?
keep talking about Cat Viper because I remembered something. I
Yo.
forgot.
No, you already
His
talked
favorite...
about Cat Viper.
No, but I have something to add. Shut up.
Yeah, lay your Cat Viper fact.
Yeah, so his favorite food is lasagna, and when I saw that, I fucking bust out laughing.
I want to
I
end the
was like,
podcast.
"Yo, Garfield!"
Podcast right now.
No,
He's Garfield.
he's
as a
like
king.
he's like Garfield, dude.
That's awesome.
Oh god, I hate Mondays.
He hates He hates dog.
He hates
Storm.
days.
He hates days in general.
He's hated days ever since Orochi took over.
True.
But all right. So who's your second character?
Right. So my next character is Crocodile.
God, well, you know what?
No.
I was about to chastise you for not picking a girl, right?
Yeah.
But that might not be entirely incorrect.
Yeah. Oh, see, like the
theories.
theory about Crocodile being a woman is fascinating to me because it at the same time sounds completely asinine stupid, and I could also see it happening.
Yeah,
Have
no,
you-
it's really good for that.
Have you
You
heard
should probably
the-
enlighten the people about that.
Yeah. So, during the Summit War, Ivankov, a character with the hormone fruit, who has the ability to swap your gender and I don't think your sexuality, just your gender. Ivankov makes a gesture to Crocodile because Crocodile makes the remark that he is going to just go kill Whitebeard and not assist with the fight, right?
Yeah.
And Ivankov's like, "Now, Crocky boy, you don't want to get on my bad side. After all, I know a few things about you you wouldn't want me telling the others." And he makes a little winky face. And because we've seen Ivankov using his power to rebirth people as new people that fits what they want to be. By the way, just a cool character all around.
Yeah, Lonkov's base.
Crocodile immediately shuts up and decides to assist. The implication that myself and the fan base, and I guess you guys as well have, either Crocodile transitioned at one point or has transitioned, but there was a period where Crocodile was a girl.
Yeah, that's the theory anyway. Whether or not it's the case, who knows? Only Buggy knows the answers.
And I had to think about what you just said there for a sec. But there's actually a more crackpot version of that theory.
Oh, is there?
It's that not only was Crocodile a woman at one point, Crocodile's Luffy's mom.
Yes, I've heard that one too.
There's a lot less for it. the only thing going for it, right, is we don't know who Luffy's mom is, and Crocodile has black hair. So genetically, it would make sense.
Yo, what if Crocodile's name is actually Crocodile D. Croc?
What if it's Crocodile?
Crocodile.
That'd be awesome. It's like, yeah, they've always spelled my name wrong. It was always Crocodile.
But doesn't that
I'm
make-
your mother,
Doesn't
Luffy.
that make Luffy's parents an incestuous relationship?
I don't, because like, Roger fucked somebody who is also a D, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he...
I don't think the D's are inherently blood related.
Okay, you think it's a tribal thing?
It could be. Like,
Okay.
we don't know enough about it, but like, I don't think that Law is inherently blood
Yeah,
related.
because doesn't like
to-
Law's sister is like not a D?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Wait, no, Law didn't have a sister.
He did have a sister. She
did?
died in the fucking
Exploded.
execution of
I
his.
think she did. I think he says
She
that's
could
his-
have been.
He says that's his family's name, right?
You know what? Actually, she could have been, because I don't think it was revealed that Law was a D until later in the
No, 'cause
flashback.
what he specifically
Oh.
says in that scene is, "My full name is Trafalgar D. Waterlaw," which, by the way, that's your fucking last name, Waterlaw. It's fucking silly.
Hey,
But-
respect him.
The point is, he says that his dad told him to not tell people that, right?
Mhm.
So it sounds like his entire family had that name.
Probably. But yeah, I don't think it's inherently a blood related thing.
Yeah,
but,
because like Jaguar is a giant. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
he's just got 'cause,
We
like every
got-
other D has just been like a human, right?
We've gotten completely off topic, Nick. Why do you like Crocodile?
Right. All right. So one more thing I want to add to the crocodile woman theory. This is another thing I see is that people apparently have the idea that you know how like Oda has drawn like all the warlords and shit as kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, people think that little Crocodile is a girl, but like I don't see it at all. I just see it as like Crocodile is just like a little boy with long hair.
Let's see.
Wait,
Yeah.
I have it like right here. I
Okay,
could just
yeah, I don't want. I want.
Yeah.
keyboard- I
Hold
don't
up.
want
I've seen it
keyboard
before,
on
but
my
it's
mic.
been
Can
a
you post
while.
it in general?
yeah, of course. There you go.
Yeah, that
Little
just looks like a
rascal.
guy with long hair.
Yeah, it just looks like a
I
little
guess I
boy
could
with
really-
like kind of long hair.
I could believe it either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it either way, but like, I'm not like.
I think
This is
Oda's
hard
going. I
evidence.
think Oda's going to keep it ambiguous because it's funnier that way.
Yeah, I agree.
But if that is the if it is the case and that Crocodile is a transitioned character, right? One, that's really cool. Good for them. Secondly, Cross Guild, woke pirate guild,
Well, like progressive guild.
Bro.
or like crossing the line of traditionality and saying fuck that.
Damn, that's just the themes of One Piece.
Yeah. Nick, talk about Crocodile. Why do you like Crocodile?
Right. So we went on a whole fucking tangent. I was like, yeah, Crocodile's cool, and we ended up talking about like Crocodile's a woman and also what is a D. Yeah, so yeah, so Crocodile is a character where like in Alabasta, I was like, yeah, he's pretty cool. Like I think my kind of favorite thing about him is that I'm always a big fan of like villainous plans. You know, I think that's like the coolest shit ever. Whenever there's like an intricate like villain bad guy scheme that's going on. But otherwise he was like cool. You know, I liked his powers. But I found that overall he wasn't like he was a cool character, but as a villain, I thought he was like fine. I think that's kind of like a complaint I have about One Piece in general is that I find a lot of the villains are kind of just like I want to be like powerful and like I want to rule this country essentially.
Yeah, you can tell villains who are more like for example, like even though I like Enel, right?
Yeah.
Enel's charming because he doesn't really want anything because he already has all of it. He's just
Yeah, he's just a rap god.
he's just a rap god. But
And Ellis reached the point where he's just bored of it all. He just wants to fucking crash.
yeah, no,
the
he
shit.
wants, he's kind of like a prototype Odin because like he just wants to leave his area and go explore, kind of based.
Yeah,
But-
he's just more of a dick about it.
But when you compare them to like someone like Rob Lucci, right?
Yeah,
Just kind of kills for fun, and even that's not really clear. He's just a guy that they have to fight, and that's all he really is.
yeah, he's a big cat.
There are definitely villains in One Piece who just do not live up to the hype when it's all said and done, and are very forgettable. Like Horty Jones. God, I
Like
hate Hordy
Shitty
Jones.
Jones?
Yeah, more like
Yeah.
Hordy Jones. Hordy Jones. Oh no, is he the first?
Or D Jones?
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Ho D Jones.
Is it Hordy or Hody?
I think it's Hody
Hody.
officially.
Hody fucked ass. Anyway.
Right. So yeah, I went through his arc. I was like, yeah, he's cool. Like I like his design and powers, but this is like kind of a weird phenomenon about One Piece that I find is pretty consistent with me is that I almost always like these characters more as like anti-heroes or reluctant allies than like main antagonists. And I found that like once we got to Impel Down and Crocodile showed up, I was like, Croc. And like I just fucking loved having him throughout all of Impel Down and you know like what he did in the Paramount War.
Of course.
And but when we get it was 1056, right? When we saw Cross Guild, I freaked the fuck out. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, Croc, it's almost about to be time to croc again.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like, hell
dude,
yeah.
I'm crocking so hard.
Dude,
right
I'm
now.
about to croc.
I'm
But
gonna buy some commemorative Crocs. For
But
it, you know.
fucking. Yeah, no, I get it. I was gonna say Crocodile over NL, right? Because
Yeah.
the first time Luffy loses is such a major moment in One Piece, right?
Oh, he gets his ass beaten.
But like the thing is that I've experienced Croc for so long that like I've kind of hit like terminal croclosity. Like I just can't like
Dude,
like
when Croc like does something in the manga, we gotta call our fucking episode that.
terminal
We've
croclosity.
reached terminal croclosity.
He's great. I love him. He's definitely in my top 10. It's just that NL had such a like emotional resonance because it was like experiencing something for the first time, right?
Yeah.
And so he has that like emotional high, even though I would say Crocodile is probably the better villain.
Well, you say that until he comes back from the moon as the moon god.
Oh yeah, no, then I'll be I'll be crocking all over the floor. Or no, that doesn't make sense. I'm talking about NL.
Yeah.
I'll think of a better.
Croc all over the moon, dude. So yeah, I fixed it.
I'll think of a better NL pun later. I'll probably interrupt one of
Okay.
you as I'm saying it. But Akaru,
He'll edit it in.
round us out. Third character.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Mr. Let's Baby himself, Senior Pink.
Yo.
That's a good answer. I think a short little tangent before you start.
Yeah.
One good thing about going in this row and like taking times, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I want to say a character and I'm on the fence about it, if one of you says it, then I feel like I can go to another character, which is very good. Because I do want to say Senior Pink, but like I have other characters I like a little bit more.
Yeah. So I think universally everyone loves Senior Pink. I feel like it's pretty common. He's that character that people like post on Twitter and they go, "Oh, if you know, you know." And people who have never seen One Piece are like, they're fucking insane.
Is
But
that
then you
is
watch
that-
it and you're like, oh no, that's actually really sweet and endearing.
Is that Fat Man in a diaper and a binky?
Yeah, and
Yeah, Chad himself.
yeah, beyond his like lovely backstory of I just really love my wife and I'm so sad that she's traumatized and all this, like it's just really funny that his power is to swim on anything except for water. I just think that's great.
It's a very good power. They use it in interesting ways too, because he uses it to shift people's weight. So even if he couldn't like physically pick them up, he can sumo slam them into the ground because they can't swim through water or through
it's just-
solids.
Yeah, I mean most of them can't swim through water either.
No, that's true.
But yeah, fucking just a funny power. Fucking
Frankie
great
Frankie and him have
backstory.
such a good. Dude, I love that Oda drew them getting that drink they'll never have.
Yeah, no, it's very
That
good.
was so good.
But yeah, I fucking love that he starts off in his backstory as this dude who's like well dressed and like clearly cares about his appearance and presentation. And he fucking just cast all of that off because he's like, my wife smiled once when I was like, haha, look, I'm wearing the thing. And then he's like, I'm fucking going full baby mode. Let's baby it up. And just fucking cool. What a fucking good dude.
Good guy. Just as a quick question,
Yes.
Nick, are you gonna say Buggy at all?
No.
So all of his start with C's.
Yeah, Buggy
Yeah,
doesn't start with C.
Yeah, Buggy the clown Clown with a
Buggy
C.
D Clown.
It's gonna be
D.
Caesar Clown, aka Gangster Gastino.
So, for my final answer, right? As much as I want to say Buggy, and I do love Buggy, right? There is a character I have more of an emotional resonance with. My favorite character as of this point in One Piece is Kozuki Oden.
I thought you were gonna say Carrot. I got hyped.
So, as I've said multiple times, Wano is the arc that I was caught up on. This is the first arc I got to experience week to week, and I got to experience the Oden flashback week to week. And that was so much fun. I loved learning about, like, the tragic story, wondering when's this gonna go bad. When this is gonna go bad at some point, something's gotta go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then we get the Roger, like, storyline with it. And, like, at first I thought, like, oh man, Roger's coming in. That's gonna completely sideline this whole story, right? But Kozuki Oden is so charming and so likable, right?
Yeah.
That you still care about his stuff, even with one of the most, like, important characters in One Piece taking up, like, a third of his backstory.
Yeah.
I love how his introduction is one of the best introductions in One Piece, period. Where we find out, one of his friends died, right? And the way that he honors him is he cooks a bowl of Odin on his grave because he wanted to have one last dinner with him.
Yeah, he's an interesting man for sure.
I like that he is morally not a good person and kind of an idiot, actually. He really makes a lot of bad decisions, and I don't like that the narrative, like, plays him up like they weren't bad decisions. It's very similar to Shirahoshi in Fishman, where they try to act like her not saying anything about Hody was the right thing to do when it, like, objectively wasn't, and she should have said something. But in the case of Odin, like, while the vassals who are loyal to him would never say anything, it's pretty cut and dry that trusting Orochi was a mistake, and that he paid for it with his willingness to not take his job as shogun seriously.
Yeah.
In that same vein, though, I am a little annoyed that at the end, thinking back on that, right? Momo says, like, I will be a better shogun than Kozuki Oden, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't really that good of a shogun, actually. He was gone for most of his considered rule.
Yeah, but he was remembered kindly.
Yeah, no, that's really it. But his story of, like, gathering the vassals was really charming. When he finally learns about everything, right?
Yeah.
Dude, one of my favorite panels from Wano is when Orochi goes, like, if you kill me, Kaido's gonna be mad, right? And Odin just goes, your death comes before anything else, right?
Yeah.
And then Orochi just goes, oh, that's right, this dude's fucking loony.
I will make an Odin comment. I just love that he's fucking 12'6",
Yeah,
and his wife is
he's
6'3".
It's a very fun coincidence that around the time that Kozuki Odin came out, right?
Yeah.
The Giga Chad meme was going around. But I also love just, like, the narrative importance he carries. Like, he shows up so late to the story, right?
Yeah.
But Kozuki Odin is an extremely important character. He's potentially the narrator of every flashback, from what I understand.
Could be.
I think he was the narrator of his flashback. I know for certain.
Yeah.
And but I'm not sure. We don't know who the narrator of One Piece is yet.
No.
Yeah, right. So I don't know where I was going with
It
that.
could be Carrot.
No. Anyway.
No.
I like him a lot. I like characters like Garp who don't need devil fruits to be powerful. And while he couldn't touch Whitebeard or Roger, right? He was still insanely powerful on his own, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kozuki Odin's my answer. Even though Buggy does get, like, an honorary mention, but, like, I don't need to tell you Buggy the Clown's a great character. You already know that.
Yeah, you've seen Odin and you've seen Buggy, and you're like,
And there's
Buggy
no
just
comparison.
There's no comparison.
Yeah. As much as you could put both of them in a pot of soup in different ways, Odin was born to boil.
And Buggy was born to be king of the pirates.
Yeah.
True.
All right, close us out, Nick.
All right, sweet. So this one might be a little bit of a wild card, but actually one of my favorite characters in this whole bitch. He might be top 5. He's definitely top 10. Is Capone Gang Beijing.
Okay.
Right. So, when Capone was first like introduced with the rest of the Worst Generation, I was like, yeah, this guy seems kind of cool. He's like a gangster. Like that's kind of a fun like character gimmick to have a gangster pirate, which is a really cool combination of things to be, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Then he kind of disappears for a while. And he doesn't really show up again until Zoe. And it was like, oh no, he's working for Big Mom. Like, that's fucked up. Like, oh, I don't like this guy. But his fucking role in Whole Cake is like, that made him one of my favorite characters, like, in the whole thing. Because, like, we learned that, now he's a dad. Like, he married Chiffon and he has, Pez is the kid's name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his like love for his family is so endearing and so cute. How he's just like this very kind of typical like mobster guy, and then he's got his little baby. It's like, oh, I want you just a little guy. Well, I think that's super cute. I sound like John F. Kennedy when I said that, but
Nothing bad ever happens to the
Happens to the candidate.
Capones.
but yeah, so yeah, like I think Capone really adds something that feels pretty unique to One Piece because he's such a like tactically minded guy that kind of plays by what feels like a pretty different set of rules, to where he comes up with this like multi-layered elaborate fucking scheme to like screw over the Vinsmoke's wedding and like destroy the picture of Mother Carmel and then blast Big Mom with like the poison rockets or whatever those were. And like he just has these multi-layered schemes going on, whereas there's a lot of characters in the series that are more like Luffy or Kid, and their plans basically amount to let's just do it, you know?
It's funny you say that because I think of Law in a similar way, right?
Yeah.
But the difference between Beige and Law is that Law gave Luffy this plan when he was fighting someone that Luffy could theoretically just punch. Beige proposed this plan against someone that Luffy has attempted to fight and it just doesn't work. Like he had to take this plan because there were few other options because of the narrative, and that's why he gets to play by his own rules, and it was so satisfying.
Yeah, I think that's something that was just a lot of fun to watch. It's kind of like getting into Capone's kind of like headspace where he's like watching Katakuri, and Katakuri's having like visions of the future, and Capone is like, uh-oh.
This sneaky bitch is up to something.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool, just how like, because I find a lot of the time the kind of fights in One Piece tend to be like, they're
Boring.
about abilities more so than like tactics or like kind of outsmarting your opponent. There's definitely like fights that are like that, but Capone very much feels like a I am outsmarting you kind of character.
Yeah, for sure. Because that's the thing is that like his devil fruit is it's not something that you can use in a traditional combat sense. It does turn himself into like a big impenetrable fortress, right? But you can't fight like that. It's
Without other friends.
Exactly. So he definitely is probably the best tactician character of the Worst Generation, because like
Yeah, we don't know. What fucking maybe a Rouge got that big brain.
I think Arouge's biggest brain play was just to stay out of the entire story.
I mean, he
Pretty wise of him.
He beat Snack, Mad D Monk or Rouge.
He literally fucking watched.
Everyone always called me the Mad Monk, but my name is actually Ma D Monk. I like the idea that every fucking D has like a Gold Roger vote where they're like, they spelled my name wrong.
Doctor Hero look.
D
They thought I was a doctor. I was just a D.
That's why he's so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that. On that topic of Arouge, right? He literally fucking watched Law, Kid, and what's his name? Apu go up against Kaido and was like, heh, that's funny, and then didn't do anything.
Well, why would he? He doesn't fucking give a shit.
I know he doesn't have an incentive to, but it's still funny that he was technically there.
Yeah, also not Law, but Hawkins.
Hawkins, right? You're right.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck it. I love Arouge. I can't wait for him to do nothing.
It really does feel like Oda has forgotten. Like Oda fucking introduced an entirely new warlord in the form of like Whitebeard's kid, right? who has to be like addressed and dealt with, and that just means further takes away from Arouge having any chance to do anything this arc.
You say that, but you know what? Arouge has wings. Skypiea, Enel's moon god.
Wano?
Put him in the crew. Put him in the crew.
Wano?
Arouge and Enel
Moon?
run it
Odin?
back.
Carrot?
Carrot?
On the ship?
Carrot and Odin?
What the fuck?
Carrot eats Odin?
Karen Vorn Yamato?
Odin was born to boil. You know what else you can boil? Carrots.
Oh,
Bro.
he's true. He can boil carrots. He's spitting.
I will say a cool thing about Carrot, okay.
Yeah.
Assuming, okay, after she joins the Straw Hats, right, and the journey's over, if she does then go to Rulzo, she will thematically fit both the spot of Nekomamushi and Inuarashi because she was part of the Sun God crew,
Yeah.
but she also has the moon thing with the mink, so Sun and Moon, Inuarashi, Sun, Moon,
Yeah,
Moon,
Whoa.
you know?
like I said,
That's deep.
I'm not against Carrot joining the crew anymore, right?
Yeah.
She just needs to develop a better reason to be a pirate than what she currently has.
They got good food.
Okay, anyway. I know we said 3, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. Do you have any other characters you guys want to talk about?
Oh, many. But
Okay.
I'll save it
I
for
have-
another time.
Yeah, I have many,
Okay,
but we
well,
might want to save it.
Yeah, that's true. We are almost at 2 hours now.
Yeah, this is
So,
a long one.
Yeah.
We'll save it for another time. We'll do a part 2 on favorite characters instead of our like favorites. We'll just characters I like. I like that. We'll bring that segment back.
Yeah, well, technically mine was just like characters I like. Like, these are not necessarily my favorite characters. Like, Capone is definitely up there, and so is Croc.
Right.
But I don't know. I would have to think about it.
Yeah,
but
no,
these guys
'cause
are like,
I went for more.
they're up there.
I went more for emotional motivation. Like for Enel and Kozuki Odin, it was things that resonated with me greatly. So and I was realizing after saying Perona, right?
Yeah.
I regret not saying a character I actually like a little bit more than Perona, which is Sandersonia, one of the Gorgon sisters.
damn, she got that snussy.
She do. She got she's like fucking 20 feet tall and she got a
Hell yeah.
amazing snussy.
Damn.
But I just realized when I said I liked that, let's bring it back, right? We didn't actually talk about our favorite panels of the chapter.
That's fine.
That segment kind of okay. I say that because I wanted to point out that I really liked the Luffy declaring territory panel. That was my favorite one.
Yes, it's probably the best one, I think.
All right, cool. We're really bad at this. We're really, really bad at this.
I think we're getting better marginally.
I think audio-wise, we're getting a lot better, hopefully.
Yeah, bit by bit, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
No.
But, so, yeah, that's been One Piece 1057 and our topic of the day, week, whatever. I'm leaving. I'm not going to be here anymore. Goodbye.
All right, it's our podcast now.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
hold
Nick.
on.
All right.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
All right,
No.
so about Carrot.
Yo, Carrotist.
Yo, Based Carrotists.
Yeah, do the secret Carrot fan handshake.
All right, here we go. Don't let Caswell see it. He'll pretend to be one of us.
It's true. We can't let a fake Carrotist into the
Yeah.
group.
Don't let them know I've been here the whole time.
Push him off the boat.
No!
Only Carrot can smuggle in my ship.